Okay, so let's take a look at how you can set up Visual Builder in Oracle Cloud. So the first thing that we are going to do is we'll go to Oracle Cloud, then pick the developer service and then check Oracle Builder. Right here, another option is basically typing Visual Builder on the top search bar. Right here, you also have platform service or Visual Builder as a developer service. So if we click there and go to the instance part of Visual Builder, we will have to click create instance. Now this is a credit based instance. So let's say if I type in Dev Builder as its instance name and choose the consumption model, which is metered, it will have one node and there are advanced options. Like here you can choose host name, compartment, and also vault and secret. Right, so I'm not setting it up for now. I will just directly go to create Visual Builder instance. Now in the further steps we will see that instance of our Visual Builder is being created. If I click on it, it will take me to its details. Right, once it says available, you can click on service homepage. That's where we will be able to access it within the cloud. Right, so let's wait for that to happen. Okay, once it is changed to the status of active, we can click on service homepage. Meanwhile, you can see the process is finished at the bottom in activity. You can see it took around 5 or so minutes, and if I click on service page, it will open a new tab. Here you can see it is loading the Visual Builder. Right, so let's take a look at what it does. So here you can see it says browser not supported, some features may not function. For best results, go with Google Chrome. Okay, I just listen to you and I don't agree, considering this is Firefox and latest as well. So I'm not sure what makes you think that it is not going to work. Right, so we have like three options: new applications, import applications, and show apps I have access to. So here we will also see visual applications and classic. Right, now there is also import and new options. So if I click on new, it will give me option to add new application, set its ID, add description, and I can also set the template. Right, here you can see empty application, dashboard, example template, then Oracle Visual Builder cookbook, non-fusion apps. There are also other templates you can search from and go with the app creation process. You can also import, but here you have option for application from file and application from Visual Builder Studio. So it's like if you have any repository with source code, you can use that. Here file is being considered as well. Now you have like new applications option and import application. So out of the two, you can pick what works. Right, next things, show me how is one more thing you can check in documentation, because it will kind of show you how to do those things. As this video, you can go through and complete the tour. Right, compared to Visual Builder Studio, you will find that this difference between the two, as with Studio you have like a lot of options, and the typical classic Visual Builder has this option. You can choose between the visual application and classic application while you are there. Right, so basically this is what you see when you create the instance of Visual Builder. Compared to Studio, you will have lesser options, until you have this new application being chosen and started in a new project, right? There is also one more thing. Here is your user count. Here you also have access to discussion form and visual builder cookbook. So let's take a look at how that looks. So it returns back me to the visual builder. In both these cases, I guess it is continue to give me error of browser not supported. So it seems like Edge, Chrome and Opera seems to be the good fit for visual builder. In case if you have your Firefox, this may lead to some of the issues like this, right? So we managed to create visual builder instance in Oracle Cloud, so you can try and repeat this. So we will also talk about the two different instances here, Visual Builder Studio and Visual Builder, and both their interfaces to start the application and work on your visual application projects. Okay, now you can see that we just checked how to set up Visual Builder in Oracle Cloud. So let's compare the two. So first we will try and open Visual Builder Studio, right? So what I will do is I will first open my instance of Visual Builder Studio, and then I will go to Visual Builder and try and open its instance as well. So let's go through the steps, and here I will open it in another. So it's like two different instances of two different applications. So here we will wait for it to load our service console. Okay, so I have downloads running in the background, so that could be one of the reason it is slow in my case. So I opened the Visual Builder Studio, right, and let it load all the content. So here we have empty organization with empty project for Visual Builder Studio. Now if we come to our Visual Builder instance, here we can click on service home page, and here you can see that we have Visual Builder options loaded. Here it is constantly giving me those errors of what is supported. Now let's compare the both. On the sidebar side you can only see settings, right, related to your security, exchange, patch, then your database, tenant database, right? Currently using embedded database, and you can switch to using your own, right? And it will also tell you how to retrieve the database usage. Then comes the service. So here you will be checking options for general, servers, list of servers, right, and then headers, custom headers if you wish to send, and source, right? So this is what you see with your settings, right? Then comes the certificates part, right? Currently it will see no certificates found. Here you can see trust, certificate chain, and certificates. You can upload them manually, obviously, so you can observe that, right? So if we compare this to Visual Builder Studio, here you will find that unless I create a project, none of these options would be active, right? Again, scroll to the bottom for all these project administration options. Currently we have only access to organization settings, properties, then build execution template, build executors, image, right, custom VM and Docker, etc. So like this, if you compare the two, you will notice that Visual Builder Studio gives you a more option only when project is created. Compare that to Visual Builder alone, it will have some limited set of access, and currently the browser compatibility seems to be the issue. So I'm pretty sure Visual Builder Studio should work in all browsers based on my observation so far, and Visual Builder alone would be causing issues outside Chrome based browsers, right? So these two things you can take a look at. Also, like I explained, there wasn't any option for import. You will have to manually create the project and template and then later upload the data into your project. That was the flow for this particular Visual Builder Studio. Here you can see create new project or import from the data stored in cloud. So that was the option. Here if you compare, you can completely create from scratch or use template, or you can import the application from file or from Git. So it was kind of flexible on the Visual Builder side, and compared to Visual Builder Studio, you would find that Visual Builder Studio is going through a process now in order to create your content, right? So apart from that, I think pretty much small details I have covered, and you can see how to access both of them from your dashboard. Right here I have pinned both of them, so if you happen to check the pinned option here, you can go to Visual Builder from Developer Services and pin the Visual Builder. So if we come back here, and here you see Visual Builder and Visual Builder Studio, both of them pinned, right? You can now add and remove as you please, obviously, right? And that's the pretty much the flow that we have followed for setting up Visual Builder in Oracle Cloud.